Hello my friends, it's Justin Michael. Welcome back to my channel, and of course welcome if it's your first time visiting. I appreciate you stopping by as always. I want to do a very quick video on Celia Mellesville. I want to show you some of the decks I have of hers in my collection. Particularly we're going to start with the Tarot Renard because it's brand new. I got it yesterday. I backed it on Kickstarter right before Christmas, like a few months before Christmas actually. It was supposed to arrive in January, but because of COVID it was delayed, which is completely understandable. And she also created the Lily White and the Lily Black Tarot, and you could add one or both of the decks onto your Kickstarter pledge for the Tarot Renard. Since I already had the Lily Black, this is a first edition, and it's signed and numbered, 490 out of 1,000. Since I already had this one, I only ordered the Lily White because I really love the Lily Black. It's such beautiful quality, and I'm just really happy with it. I'm going to talk more about that when we get there, but you know, the Lily Black is one of my favorite decks. So the Tarot Renard is something I was excited about because I like foxes, and it just was, I really love her artwork, and it just seemed like it was going to be a really beautiful deck. With the artwork that I saw, I thought, wow, on really nice cardstock in a really kind of high quality package, it's going to look so nice. And so I backed it, and I got it yesterday. But I have to say, I was really disappointed in the card quality. Because let me show you the box is gorgeous, and it has gold foil stamping, and then you have this, you know, deep in the fox's hole awaits you an extraordinary journey, who will lead you to the doors of your soul and your destiny. Follow the red coat that shows the way between shadow and light, earth and sky, past and future. And that's really cool. And I really love foxes, and I see them all the time. They're all around my house. But then when I got to the deck, I was like, well, for one, the deck is warped, which isn't that big of a deal. You know, I can probably straighten these out, not too big of a problem. But I paid 124 euros, which is roughly about 150 bucks for two decks, for this and the Lily White. And you know, one of the benefits of ordering indie decks on places like Kickstarter, for instance, is that you bypass kind of you pay a little extra money and you get decent quality. But I've been noticing a trend in the last few Kickstarter projects. The quality of the paper is going downhill, in my opinion. And they're still charging the same price. In fact, the prices keep going up. So you're paying indie prices, but you're getting mass market quality, and I'm seeing that a lot. And this is, I'm sorry to say this one is no different. And I feel like I owe it to you to be honest, and since I'm doing a review, I try to keep my reviews kind of positive. I like to only review decks that I like, which you can, you know, say whether that's good or bad, but it's just a personal preference because I don't take joy in knocking people. But when you will hear me complain when you pay a certain price and you get bad quality. Like for instance, the Joe 99 deck, I did the same thing. You know, I just wasn't happy with it. But so anyway, I'm going to show you this beautiful artwork, which is absolutely beautiful. And even the backs of the cards look really nice. They're like gold stamped, but the paper quality is just of a low quality. It's really light, and it's just really synthetic feeling. It's not good paper. It doesn't slide or shuffle well. It's just, you know, leave your comments below if you are a fan of this kind of paper. I would be happy to hear from you, and it will be nice, you know, for the creator if there are people that like this. But so far, I mean, I've checked around with all the people that backed this deck, and they're all disappointed. About 3 people I checked with, and I watched one review on YouTube as well. So the artwork, like I said, is really beautiful, and this was on like the right kind of card quality. It would be a stunning deck. You know, it is a stunning deck. It is very stunning, but again, mass market quality, indie prices. So we have the Fool, which is very Rider-Waite Smith, and you know, this is such a pretty deck, and it's cute, and you know, it's not going to be the most profound in terms of symbolism. There is some really good symbolism in there. You know, the moon, and it's very Rider-Waite Smith. So you have the books, and you know, you kind of have like the pillars, but it's a light-hearted deck. It's not something meant to be, you know, it's not Tower of the Holy Light or anything, you know. I really like that, the Lover's card with the rabbit and the fox, which of course is not very true to life, but it's tarot, and you know, it works really well. And then you have the Chariot there. So I want to go through these pretty quickly because I do want to show you the other 2 decks, and I want to keep this pretty short. Great Hermit card. I love how she used the hourglass for the Wheel of Fortune. That's such a great symbol to have on a Wheel of Fortune, you know, because for me, that's what the wheel is. It's time. And then we have the Fox. I mean, Justice. The Fox on the Justice card. And we have the Hangman. Great Death card, you know. Death comes in the night. It's interesting. You have like a sleeping owl. And Temperance and the Devil, which is very interesting and kind of cool, you know, little puppet mouse. The Tower. Beautiful Star card. I love the colors she chose for this. It's very beautiful kind of watercolors and really pretty. Very hallmarky, you know, and the world. So that's pretty cool. And so let me flip through these pretty quickly. The pips, which are all very Rider-Waite-Smith. So, I mean, like, with the quality, it's not like atrocious quality, but for the price point, for $150 for 2 decks, so that's $75 per deck. Love that. Ace of Cups, by the way. You know, you expect some kind of nicer, I mean, even $50 a deck is a lot, you know? Because you're paying, mass market, you're paying about $20, you know? So it's like they just keep going up and up, these prices, and I see the quality of these Kickstarter decks. Like, Kickstarter's becoming not special anymore. That's really my rant, is that when you got decks on Kickstarter, they were special decks. Now I'm starting to see the quality of the Kickstarter decks go down, and some of the mass market decks are going up in quality, you know? And, you know, they're affordable prices. So, but it'll be interesting to hear from people that disagree with me. I, of course, will hear everybody's opinions, and I encourage you to look at the comment section in the video in case my video isn't a fair characterization, but this is my opinion. And a very beautiful deck on mass market quality paper is what I'm pretty much saying. Usually when you pick up a deck, you can feel there's a certain weight to good quality paper. Like if you get a US Games deck, for instance, US Games has a reputation to have good quality cardstock. Their decks always have a certain kind of weight to them because it's good paper. This is like, I don't know, it's like chemically treated, compressed cardboard. Like, it just isn't good quality paper in my opinion. And they're warped. And it's a disappointment for me. It is. And I think as consumers, we have to kind of do that. When we have channels like this, we review decks, it's important that we're honest because, you know, that could be a trend that continues. And, you know, it won't be good for us. So I feel like tarot in general, we pay more prices anyway. So it's bad enough. Like, people are willing to pay these ridiculous prices for decks. But the fact that, you know, it's becoming less quality, And look, it may be because of COVID and the prices of paper are going up, because I do know paper is expensive. So it could be that too, you know. So we have the Lily White and the Lily Black. And like I said, the Lily Black is a deck I've already had. It's beautiful. I got this from my friend Mendy from the Artistry Tarot, actually. And I really, really love it. This quality is really, really nice. Let me open the other deck here. I'm not going to go through the entire deck. I'm going to show you probably just the majors. So instead of the one major difference is, you know, you get a booklet in the black, and with this one you get cards, which does make more sense to me, because it's like, you know, it just makes more sense. So let's see here. Okay. Nice. I'm going to flip these over. And I really love the Lily Black. It's a great deck. It's beautiful. It's deep. It's rich with symbolism, and something I really, really like. But again, it's that same kind of card quality that is almost as bad as the Tarot Renard. It's probably the same paper, but this isn't warped, so it's not. It doesn't feel as bad. Plus, you have the sort of. It's almost like they're gold stamped. It is gold stamping, actually, similar to. But this just feels better. Now these are a little beat up, my cards, because I use them. And they're two different decks. You know, same symbolism, but one is like almost like an X-ray, and the other is like water. So this is like watercolor. This is like pastel, and it's just beautiful. The black is definitely my favorite. It's nice to see the original artwork on the white, if you can call it that. This card quality is eons better than this. It's just, they shuffle better. They feel a lot better. So it's a beautiful Empress. It's very interesting. Two beautiful decks, though. This has got to be one of my favorite hangmen. I just love it. I think it's a great hangman. Death. Temperance is beautiful. It's nice to look at them, how they differ, you know. So that's an interesting devil, and he's embracing the person, you know. He's not a scary devil. He's deceitful. He's got horns. But he's like, you know, he's giving you comfort, because oftentimes that's what, you know, those types of things are. It's a comfort. Like addiction, for instance, makes you feel comforted. You know, when you're getting high, it's like, that's exactly how it feels. I think that's a brilliant devil card. Or if you're an alcoholic or whatever. Star. The moon. Beautiful sun card. I'm partial to the black, actually. I just love the way the colors come through on the black paper, you know. And this is an amazing row card. I just love the Tree of Life on there, and of course you have the 6-pointed star, and it's amazing. It's great with the fish. You like the hands of God, or beautiful. Okay, now the pips are going to be different. I'm going to see something here. Okay. I'm just going to show you a couple of pips. I might as well. I mean, it's such a beautiful deck. It really is. And again, like, you know, my complaints about these decks are not having anything to do with the artwork, because they're stunning. I mean, I'm a big fan of Celia, and I considered getting her Lenormand, but if she's getting it on this kind of paper, I don't know. It's not horrible paper. Like, if I got this deck for 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon, I'd be like, okay. But the fact is that I paid $150 for these two decks. You know, probably more than 150, because it's 124 euros. So I don't know what the exchange rate is, but it's not cheap. And again, I'm happy to hear from you down below. And, you know, if you like this and I'm wrong in your point of view, I would love to hear it. And I would also love people watching this video to read those comments. It's very important to give, you know, a fair amount of feedback. But I think that's good enough for now. You know, we've seen enough, and I like to keep my videos pretty short. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. I did want to give a little shout out to a friend of mine who's started a YouTube channel. His name is Channel, not Chamel. His name is Chandler Deanne, and I encourage you to visit his channel. I'm going to put his link down below, but he's brand new, and you know, he's just getting started. He's a PhD student. He's studying to be a psychologist, and he is a therapist and also a vet, and he talks quite a bit about PTSD on his channel. He's just a really nice guy, so I encourage you to check out his channel. And if you like it, please subscribe to him. And, you know, until next time, love and peace. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone.